Hey, yo.
We got like 7 bad bitches in this.
We ran on the Lagoon 400.
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Welcome to Sister Sunday, folks.
Ciao.
A Sophia special. For those of you that don't know, this is Grace that we've spoken about before.
Ciao, Bellas.
One of my besties that I'm visiting in Italy. Right now we are on a wine tour. I got red, she got white, and we're both eating salami and cheese sandwiches. It is absolutely stunning. I will make sure to get a shot of the location before we leave. But we just wanted to introduce Grace, and it's what, day 9? Day 9? Day 9.
Quality of life is all-time high.
All time. It's only downhill from here.
Salud.
Salud. Salute
We're
day is
drinking
cheers.
The best wine ever created.
Mm-hmm. It's so fresh. It is absolutely gorgeous here. So far in the trip, we've been to
Greece.
Yeah, Florence, and now we're in Tuscany.
We've been to Cinque Terre.
We're
We're going to Venice
tomorrow. And we're just keeping ourselves busy in the best way possible. Like, genuinely, when I return to the U.S., so excited to see Tal. But other than that, I want to kill myself. I'm so excited to
We
say.
also have been getting crunk at the club.
We were getting crunk at the club. Last night, we all had a great feat as a group.
We girl bossed really hard.
We girl bossed so hard, and it was wonderful.
It was the definition of girlhood last night.
It really was. We were.
Oh, you can kind of see the view.
Oh,
Oh shit!
it's gorgeous. I'll get a shot of the other side as well, so you guys can
Just
see
like a 360 of like our surrounding. It's just
I can do
beautiful. Can't miss.
that. Okay, ready? It's honestly wonderful. I think also on this wine tour we've met some really wonderful people. Like, we obviously haven't become bestest of friends with them, but they're all so sweet.
I love hearing their stories because they were from Glasgow, right?
No, they flew out of Glasgow. They're from Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
And then we also met some like American dudes from California.
They weren't that friendly though.
They weren't. No,
Mm-mm.
They had an attitude about them, but they were not the worst. And it's honestly just like so gorgeous here. The oxygen is like on 100, and I think all of the places we've traveled have been absolutely stunning. Like in Florence,
the Acropolis,
the Pop Tropica. The Acropolis was absolutely stunning. We didn't go in it, but it was gorgeous.
We jumped into the Mediterranean Sea.
We took a boat. Oh, that's a great thing. In Greece, we took a catamaran, and we took like a little 5-6 hour boat tour, and it was absolutely
beautiful.
Stunning.
We napped.
We snuggled on the boat.
Yes,
me and her.
Yes, there was like a net, and we just
we were
laid
in
there.
that. And let me just say this: I don't know why beds don't have a rocking feature. Why is that only for babies? Genuinely, it was so comforting, and I fell asleep in 2 seconds in broad daylight. That's impossible for me normally, but motion of the ocean was all right.
Commotion in the ocean.
Commotion in the ocean. All right. Wait, I have to say. Let me just explain Grace a little bit. I met Grace at work about 3 years ago, and I don't think we really became besties until about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago.
When we realized our mutual love for drinking
and going to and dancing. Grace has also become best friends with Talia. I absolutely love it. And for those of you that don't know me, I have a hard time doing crossovers with my friends because I'm always worried about clashing. And me and Grace would go out for probably the last year about every Saturday.
Never missed it.
Never missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Even on
it was
her
in
last
our
weekend.
calendar.
On our last weekend, we were still going out, and it's just it's trauma bonded by work, and then genuinely a few other traumas.
Genuine fun times.
Fun times. She's a true sister, and we can't I'm in Italy visiting her. It's wonderful that from just working together. And also, mind you, Grace is an introverted person sometimes, not when she's drinking, but at work.
Yeah.
She's very quiet. So it took a minute, and I'm very extroverted, so it took a minute and learned there was so much to love. And
it's one of those jigsaw puzzles. How do I get to know Grace? No clue. It's really
But
just a
once we
random
found the
day.
fit, it was perfect, and it's not coming undone.
Mhm.
I don't know, and Grace is genuinely just like, and I've mentioned it before in the podcast, like sunshine. Even like our aesthetics, she's got white, I got like dark maroon, like she is just sunshine.
White wine, red wine, like
No, that's actually so true.
no, for real.
And she's just like
Vodka and tequila, like
we balance each other out. I'm the black
we
cat.
do.
She's
We really
she's
do.
like- and even though she can look like a black cat when she's drunk, just
Meow.
and I think of what else. And I think you guys can hear, but it's like I'm gonna take a bougie ass to Atlanta, whatever it is. But it's cute. Alright, let me think of what else. And honestly, she's my favorite person to go out with because she's always down and she's always ready to dance. Like,
And the feeling is mutual.
and she's going in. And I don't know, it's just like she's a sister and like so grateful for that. Like I'm visiting her in Italy, that's amazing. When I own a villa in Italy, she will also be visiting.
This is our like going back spot. Like when we're like old and rich, this is where we're gonna
coming
always
to.
return to.
Hmm
This is home base now.
I agree. This villa, I will make sure to take a full shot of how gorgeous the scenery is. Air is so crisp.
Like life doesn't feel real.
It doesn't
really
feel real,
feel
and
real.
it's just like doesn't feel like it can be better than this. Like,
Any little problem that I had in my life instantly gone. You just look out to the trees.
the sun.
Amazing.
Oh, it's a gorgeous day.
Under
like,
the Tuscan sun.
That's a movie for this. And I just
For all
think,
the
like,
youngins out
for
there.
the youngins that wouldn't know, what song came on that like the kids didn't know? It was like a Michael Jackson song, and like
Thriller.
Thriller.
Thriller came on at the
half the crowd
club.
got it, and like the other half didn't. I was like, damn, there's really like
You know who's
18-year-olds
underage.
I'm usually not underage in Italy, but underage in the U.S.
Do you know the age of consent in Italy is 13?
No, that's gross.
It's
Then again,
disgusting.
many states are 14, and a couple are 12, and then others are 16 and 18.
Like I was playing with like toys. I mean, I still do, but like I was playing with toys at 13.
Grace has so many stuffed animals.
don't
It's
think I
actually
could, like-
so fun.
Sorry.
Hopefully, never soon.
Yeah, I think
We're
we might
having
just
the
stay.
greatest time in the world. I feel like as soon as I start to see less people, I'll be concerned.
Yeah.
They're not gonna leave 10 of us here. Hopefully.
The vibes are just good
Vibes
here.
are great here.
Everyone just is so friendly. It's just we're
Yeah.
all vibing.
I've bought 3 bottles of wine on this wine jar.
I accidentally bought 6.
We have 10 minutes. So this will be the first half of our podcast. Let me think of a
We'll finish it in a more scenic location. Maybe the Duomo.
ooh,
We finish at the Duomo.
futures to the right. It's got 6 season on right now. Vibes are immaculate. They had
Hell
Carnival
yeah.
at one point.
Oh yeah.
They don't have
And
really
then they quickly
consistency.
switched to I Remember Everything.
Yes. The vibes are up and down, but I fuck with them regardless.
Yeah.
Let me think of what else about this trip. I think the beauty of first of all, we both got sunburned at Greece.
Oh my god.
Greece was so gorgeous.
Can we show our sunburns
Yeah, go
real
ahead.
quick? Is that PG enough?
That's PG. We also be cursing hella. You can't see it anymore. It's been like 4 days post. So
It kind of turned into a tan for the both of us.
dude, her with her Tinder. Our tour guide is like her Tinder
Toy
notification. Our tour guide, her Tinder notifications keep going off. Like, go off, girl.
She keeps on cheesing every time she hears the notification.
Quick to her phone. Like, there's not a second in between.
She's on it. She's looking
Which
for a
is kinda
mate.
slay, and she's looking for a Tuscan boy.
Mm.
Which is like, go
I mean,
off,
Loki
queen.
said.
Same, dude. Some of these places are like owned for hundreds of years and like passed down through the family. And I'm trying to meet the Suttons. I'm trying to meet the 20
You gotta get in.
year-olds.
You
that
gotta
are-
get in somehow.
Yeah. And let me think of what else about this trip. I met some. Oh, Grace's roommate Claire. Shout out
Oh
to
my
Claire.
god, love you,
Claire
Claire.
is like the best person, and I'm gonna say this. She's from Connecticut, and she's really, really challenged my overall view of Connecticutans.
yeah,
And
no,
she's the exception to the rule.
Yeah,
You know, like I would never guess Connecticut. She is also a horse girl,
an
which you would
equestrian.
also never guess.
But more on like the Bella Hadid side than like the weird, like not the weird. No one's
No,
weird,
it's fair.
but like the girls who like dress up as horses. But that's not weird.
No, she's like the girl you would see in like the perfume commercials, like super flowy, boho, and just riding like a horse bareback.
Yeah.
And just like boosh. Like she's just gorgeous. She's just a sweet soul, and we really love her. I can't wait to see her in Boston, and honestly, like, I can't wait to have you on a true podcast with Tao.
I'm
and then
so
also
excited.
I think Claire can join as well because she's just such a
2 in the front, 2 in the back. Hell yeah. Let's run it.
Let's run it. Let me think of Claire, blah blah blah. I think what's your favorite part of my visit so far? I think this might be one.
That's honestly so hard to pinpoint, but I would have to say this because this is really only the time that like we've had just the two of us.
This is our date. This is our first date.
This is our romantic date.
And the whole time that we've been here.
And like, don't get me wrong, I love being with all our friends here because we have so many coworkers and friends.
Shout out Casey, shout out Izzy, shout out Louisa.
And I just like, this is the first time it's just solely the two of us.
Yeah.
And it's such a girl boss vibe, and I
miss
it.
We're just vibing, and like I never want to leave. She's like, we got a few minutes ago. She's like, we got like 10 minutes. I'm like, don't do that.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
No, they will leave us. They were very clear. They will. Yeah. We're late to the bus. I think either right now would be my favorite part, because it's just been beautifully intimate. I do have to say the boat. The food was gorgeous.
Napping.
The scenery was gorgeous. We got to jump off it. Napping was great.
Napping together.
Napping together was so
because it was
cute.
like a net.
Take a picture of us.
Because it was like 2 legs of the boat and then like a giant net, and we just kind of like went into the center of the net in like the blazing hot sun and just napped. And it was after eating like a 3-course meal, swimming, drinking. Like it was honestly like the perfect setting for a nap.
There was no part of that boat trip that I didn't like. And also just like
Sophia learned I can't swim.
She did have her floaties on. I'll see if I can find a photo and put it here. Can't promise that.
Right here.
But like it was so funny. We had to convince her for so long. And then she's like, I need more floaties.
That was
As if the
scary.
salinity in the Mediterranean isn't so high that you can float.
Oh my god, and
like,
I met
so
a mermaid in the Mediterranean Sea. Because there's an old folks tale being like, if you wear jewelry in the Mediterranean, then your price to the mermaids is your jewelry. And I lost my anklet in the Mediterranean, so I am now acquainted with a mermaid.
Agreed.
You're welcome.
I gotta say, of all the clubs, as much as I love Florence, Greece had the best clubs. It was absolutely like
they had balloon
music was
confetti.
so good. They had balloons, confetti. They had Black Eyed Peas, like
Black Eyed Peas,
which is really
in a previous podcast.
They need a renaissance.
They need a renaissance.
I need a renaissance from. You said it earlier. Honestly, this is off topic, but 303. I honestly think they bugged.
Are they the one that's like
my
your boyfriend's a vegetarian or something like that?
No, it's like my first kiss went a little like this. And honestly, look at us. I feel like we're glowing genuinely.
No, we really are.
And also, actually, I think genuinely my favorite part was that like I got over an issue because of Grace and Claire and like big steps and like they're homie shit because I feel there's a bus.
Dude, this bus driver is actually insane.
Dude, because it's actually so scary driving that. Like,
we'll insert a clip.
We'll show a clip, but also we need to figure out how the big ass bus fits on the same road as the small ass Fiat.
Doesn't make sense in the brain.
It doesn't. All right.
Okay.
Ta-ta for now.
Ciao.
We love you.